Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube tech guy. Hey guys, so today I'm unboxing the Vivo Nex smartphone. Now if you haven't heard about this one, this is the Vivo Nex dual screen. So it actually has a screen on the front and a screen on the back, and it has no front camera because of that. Because now when you want to take a selfie or use the camera at all, you have a screen on both sides. So it's a really interesting phone, and I'm gonna basically unbox it today and most importantly, test out to see if it works in the US, because that is one thing that I'm definitely curious about, obviously, since I got it. So one of the big things about this smartphone is not only does it have a dual display, it does have an in-fingerprint scanner, but it also has a Snapdragon 845 with 10 gigs of RAM. Definitely excited about that one. So let's go ahead and check out. This will be my first 10 gig of RAM phone. So I'm very curious of that. Not only to mention, it'll be my first dual screen phone. So I actually love this concept. I actually thought of it for a while back when we did our how to fix the notch issue. And I said it would be very easy, just get rid of cameras entirely on the front because they're crappy cameras anyway compared to your rear cameras. And then all you need to do is put a small screen on the back. Now Vivo took it a step different and actually put a nice big OLED display on the front or the back. Oh, and important to note, you actually can power it on from either phone, or either side I should say. So right side. So you can actually power the phone on from either one. So it doesn't matter if you're holding this side or if you're holding this side, you have the ability to turn it on either way. So I kind of like that effect. So let's go ahead and let that boot up and let's see what else is in the box. Nice presentation. So you have the power brick, which I won't be using here. You have some earphones, which are kind of interesting looking. And then you do have a Type-C cable. I think this had a headphone jack. This does have a headphone jack, so you do have a headphone jack here, so that's really nice, of course. And it looks like we only have one screen on. Now I do want to change the language, so I'll have to play around with that, obviously. But yeah, and it looks like it comes with a screen protector already. I don't know if that's glass. That is glass. All right, so I'm gonna set this up and then test out to see if this does indeed have the capability to operate correctly in the US with LTE. So let me go ahead and check that out. All right guys, so after taking a little bit of time with the Nex display, I spent about 3 hours trying to figure this out. It will not work in the US. It will not have that ability to do it there. But I will say that it does come with a bumper in the case. And it also, I love this switching ability to switch between the screens. You best press both power buttons and it switches between the screens. So really cool features, very iOS in some of its features though. Your switches on Android are actually at the bottom like iOS, which I don't like. And then your notifications are at the top. Again, very iOS looking style. So there are things that I definitely don't like about it. Now, the reason why I bought this phone was because in both websites that I normally go to see if Chinese phones will work in the US, it did say that it would. It did say that most bands are compatible with it. However, at least on all the websites that I've seen, then when really looking into it after all this, it does not look like it does, at least the current version that is being sold, the bands are not what my websites that I normally look at say. So let me break it down for you where you would want to get the Vivo dual display smartphone at. Biggest one is obviously China and India. They have both 40 and 41 bands, so this is where you would want to do it with. It's a great phone for that area, and again, I mean, you're getting it around an $800 price point for this phone. 10 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 845, and really cool design. I really like it. I don't like the software as much, but again, I'm already putting Nova on there, and I will test it out to see how, as a smartphone, it would be, although I can't test it out, obviously, internet and battery life-wise here. Also in Europe, Europe has band 3 and band 7, which this phone supports. So in most parts of Europe, you're going to be okay. It doesn't have band 20, which means in a lot of the rural areas, it doesn't look like it'll work as much, but in the cities, you should be fine overall. Now, in terms of the US, it only has band 5 pretty much across AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. and that's when I was getting 4G was very sporadic, and that was the only times I got it was because of that band. It is not a primary band though. As you can see on this list, the bold ones are the primary bands for the US carriers, and it doesn't have any of those, unfortunately. And for Sprint, it actually has band 41, so you have that as well. So all in all, I will say that, yeah, it was a little bit of a bust for me, but I wanted to share that with you guys. And the whole idea is that I wanted to share who should buy this phone and where you would be living to buy this phone and have a good experience. Now overall, again, I'm gonna really test this phone out. I will probably sell it then because obviously I don't have any use for it in the US, but really excited to check out how a dual display really works, and very excited to see the photo quality and overall the performance. I'm gonna do gaming and stuff like that and really test it out to see just how well it performs. All right guys, thank you as always for watching. This has been RSEKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe up there. Make sure you follow us on social media right here. And of course, check out our latest video up there. And right down here, you're going to find the perfect video for you. Or at least that's what YouTube tells me. Thanks again.